coming with all they friends, and we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Ball again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
19 tight, 19, let's go now. 65, Cup 19, Cup 19, 18, Pioneer, Warriors 7, Dragon 60, 60 Maverick.
Throwing to start the drive, Jefferson. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
That tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Tag. Mustang 19. 19, Panther 11. Trap 60, trap 60. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw. Jefferson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And nothing but green grass here. Middle of the Jahmyr Gibbs, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now he's going to step up and run. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And a lemon of a kick there. This is going to be spotted down right on the 30-yard line.
Ready,
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
18, run. Cougar 19. 18, find in. Cup 19. Cup 19. Let go.
Throwing to start the drive. Jefferson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
They'll look to throw here. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On the draw, it's Hall. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Back to throw now on first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Dolphins first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run with Hall. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Breece Hall. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Dolphins 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you take. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Their own 43-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And check down, complete to Hall. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
And the Bengals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Another run for Gibbs here. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield. So a solid return to the 50.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now defense. Do you play aggressively, or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Smith here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Good for a Dolphins 1st down. A 28-yard gain. 1st down, Dolphins.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On play action, they'll throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this 1st half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Jefferson. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Let's go.
Back to throw. Jefferson. And a completion to Wilson. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. The Bengals at 10-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Short throw to Musgrave. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
First down.
Buffalo 18, Mustang 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
18, Rodwood, 79 Broncos. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
Back to throw again. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
7 Pirates. Ready? 19, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 70 Rangers, 19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors, 70.
They'll look to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Ready? Hawk 70. Ready.
Gibbs straight ahead. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now 2nd and 3.
Panther 60. 19 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11. Mustang 19. 60 Maverick. 60. Ready.
Looking to throw. Jefferson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Ready up.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you are inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
A gain of
The rookie from Arkansas on target there. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down.
Now back to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Miami.
Hall want to give up the middle. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll change things up. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Okay, break. Let's go. Let's go.
A final shot before break. Jefferson going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Warrior 70. Ready. Hawk 70. Dragon 60. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Jefferson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
7 Pirates, 65 catch, just go.
Back to throw. Jefferson. Got a man, that's Ayuk. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 3rd and 8.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Down and 8.
Trap 60, trap 60. Cup 19. 70 Ravens, 60 Mavericks, 60
Operating from the gun, Jefferson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Gain of 12 yards.
The Bengals on a roll now. It's another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now he'll tuck this and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
2nd and goal from the 1.
A 6-yard pickup.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
At the Bengals' 1-yard line.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
35. Dolphins 21. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jefferson. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 19 tight, 19.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A short throw to Musgrave. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Let's go.
The 20. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 9. 145 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Luke Musgrave, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point attempt here still to come. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
They'll give it to Hall to start the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
They'll drop to throw.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Jefferson.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Looking to throw. Jefferson.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Gibbs will try and pick it up.
He can't get him down.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Looking to put a drive together.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Hall again.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
And it's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First down.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Trap 60, trap 60. Get it. 18, cup 19, cup 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. Jefferson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a give to Hall.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Dragon 60.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Brandon Ayuk, 53 yards. And the Bengals extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
At the Dolphins' 45-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60. Here we go, shot. Cougar 19.
Throwing to start the drive. Jefferson. A short throw to Musgrave. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
At the 2-yard line.
Come 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
On the set.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Viking 18.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
That one looks like he'll throw here. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll bring out a 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Dragon 60.
Looking to throw. Jefferson. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he'll go out of bounds, but 10 yards inside of enemy territory at the 40. Great return.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 3rd down and 13.
Taken down back at the 42.
Back to throw. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Get it? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown it's ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
19 Lions.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
64, Dolphins 29.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Going to look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.